Welcome to Google Sheet tutorial. Today, I'll teach you how you can actually try to change the complete color theme and you can try to change the complete layout of the particular spreadsheet. So here, I have taken the monthly budget spreadsheet as an example. So with the help of this particular spreadsheet, I'm just going to show you how you can try to change the complete layout and the color theme for the spreadsheet. So first you can see that I have the logo over here. So if I don't want this logo, I can just try to delete this. So then you can see I have the color theme. So here I think the pastel color theme is actually used throughout the complete sheet. So if I want to go and change the entire color theme, so I can just try to go to fill color, and then here I have an option to edit the custom color theme. So these are the colors which are used. So if I want to edit this, I'll just try to go click this one. So here we can try to go and change whatever color we want. Instead of this particular color, if you want to go and have some other color, we can just try to go and select this one. So there are multiple color themes which we can just try to use. So let's say that if you want to use a monotonous color theme, like let's say like green based theme completely or blue based theme completely, you can also use that. Or if you want to even use multiple colors inside this for this particular template, you can even try to do that as well. So let's say that here I want to use a monotonous color theme, like a complete green color theme. I just want to change it. So I'll try to go and do that. So I'll just try to have this in dark green color. So wherever I have this color, I'll just try to have that in dark green color. Then this one I'll just try to have in this color. So mostly I'll just try to use the green colors, right? So for this one, I'll just try to have the light green color over here. So for this, maybe we can have the dark green, and for others, we can try to have the other green colors which are there. Okay, so now you can see like I have completely changed the color theme into a complete green color theme over here. So easily you will be able to see it's completely changed into completely a green color theme. Okay, so I'll have this theme. Now what I'm going to do is, so you can see in some places this one, the color has not changed. So here I'll just try to go and fill this with the green color. So here all these text, you can see that these are in the black colors, right? So what is happening is that when it's going to be in black color, it is not visible properly, right? So we can try to go and change the color of the text to be in white color. So it will be better. So I have changed this to white color. So similarly, here you can see we have some of the key pointers like total income, expense, all these things. So I'll just try to select all these four. So for all these four, let's try to have the same color. So I think previously it was not the same color. So let's try to have the same color over here. And then also the color of the text, let's try to have all these in the white color over here. Okay, so similarly here we'll come. So you can see we have savings, debt, bills, and all the important categories we have, right? So these things I'll just try to completely select it. So all this we'll just try to have a uniform color, or even this one also we can just try to select this. So I'll completely select this, and then we'll try to have this color. So this is going to be the color, and also the text, let's try to have that in the white color. So below this one we have like description, all these things, right? So we can just try to select this. All these things I'll try to completely select. So we're just trying to make the entire sheet like uniform. So instead of using different colors, since we are trying to use like a monotonous color, so I'll just select this, and then I'll fill this with this color, and I can also change the text to white color. Okay, so you can see now it's completely monotonous, right? So the only thing is that still the total is not changed. So that one also we can try to go and completely select this total. So I'll select this. So we can fill this with this color, and the text can be in white color. Okay, so like this you can see now kind of I have changed my complete color theme to a monotonous green color theme over here. So completely you can see it's kind of uniform. So all these titles are uniform, and then the subheadings like the description plan, all these are the same colors, everything you'll be able to see it. So now in the process of to change the layout, you can just try to change the layout completely. So as per your wish, you can just try to change the layout, and you can also change the different graphs as well. So let's try to little bit change the layout for this particular sheet. So you can see like first we have the all our important tables, like we have the first table over here, like the income, what is going to be the payday, planned actual value, all these things we're just trying to have over here, right? So I will just try to move these graphs a little bit. So we'll just try to completely change the layout. So let me just try to move this over here. So if I want to even, we can just try to keep our table over here, or we little bit try to change the complete layout. So let's say that I want my like the key pointers instead of here, we can just try to have it here. So I'll say I'll just cut this one, the complete thing, and then let me say that I'll try to paste this over here. Okay. So we can just try to also increase the width of this one. So here you can see I'm getting the first key pointer. So then while just try to copy this. So the total expenses. So let's say I'll have the total expenses below this one. So I can just try to paste this one over here. So here you can see like this one is like we have merged this with two columns. So that's why we're getting it like this. So if I want to like unmerge it, so I can just say, so I'll just try to completely select this and then I'll say unmerge. So we're just going to have only this particular thing like merged, right? So this two are going to be merged. So I'll say merge and center and this wheel up. So these things we can just try to have the default formatting. So I'll completely select this and then here I'll go to format and then here I'll say clear formatting. So now we have got the total income and total expense, we have got it. Now let's try to go for the amount left. So here I'll just try to completely copy this one. So here we'll have it. So we can just try to little bit adjust this one and we can just try to merge this over here completely like this. I'll select and I'll merge these two things together. So here we are having the amount left and last is we have the like the total budget left, right? So this one I'll just try to completely cut this one and then let's try to paste this over here. So here we are having all the four important key pointers we are able to have over here. So here I can just try to remove all these things. So I'll just try to clear the formatting over here. So now you can see we have a little bit changed the complete thing to here. So we can just try to have all these in the same size, like this one and this we'll just try to have in the same size. So now here I'll just try to completely cut this one and then let's try to have this table little bit at the top. So now we are having the key pointers like the total income, total expense, budget, amount left, and we are also having complete the important table like what is going to be the total salary, side income, the complete income details we are just trying to have over here. So now we have completely changed this alignment, the layout of this particular complete dashboard. We have just tried to change it. Then next is we are trying to have some important graphs and then we also have the tables over here, right? So for this also we are having the borders which are already given. So if you want we can even try to go and change these borders. So I'll just try to go for the borders. So here we have the different kind of borders like line, dotted line, double line, all these things we have. So I'll just try to have a solid border and let's try to have the black color border itself. I'll just try to select. So here you can see I am getting the borders over here. So similarly here also I'll just try to completely select this. So if I want to have the borders, so I'll just try to have the all line borders over here. Okay, so this is going to be the basic changes we are just trying to do in the layout of this particular key pointers and this table. Next is we have like the large tables over here below, like for savings, debt, then we have for bills, expense, all these things we are trying to have. So if you want a little bit change these things, you can just try to even completely select all this together like two columns. We'll just try to select this over here. So here I can just try to merge this little bit. We can try to make this bigger. So I'll increase the size of this to 14 and then let's try to have this at the center. So here you can see like this, we have little bit try to change the size of this one and then keep it more bigger over here. So similarly, what I'll do is I'll just try to go and do for the other things, other tables as well. So I can just try to completely select this. So here I'll try to go and I'll just try to merge this So similarly here also I can just do it. So these are going to be the 5 important tables. Like we have the income, then we have the savings, debt, bills and expenses. So these are nothing but we just have the complete overview of our spendings over here, right? So the spending overview also we can just try to have this table at the top. Okay, so I'll just try to do the formatting for these titles. Let's try to make it at 16 and we'll have it center line. So now we have done this one. So here, this particular complete table, I'll just try to like cut this one and then let's try to have it over here. So before this one, let's try to add some rows. So I'll add some like 2-3 rows over here above. And let's come here and then I'll just try to, so I'll just cut this one and then let me try to come here and then paste this. So here you can see we are able to get the complete details we are able to get. Okay. So we are having the complete spending overview table over here. So we have the income and the spending overview over here. So if you want to format these two things together, so I can just try to completely cut this and then I'll just try to paste this little bit below. So like this spending overview, we can even have one more a row like income overview. We can just try to have it. So I'll have this as income overview over here. So you can see also we can just try to like format this the same formatting how we have done this. So I'll select this and then I think the fill color we have used this color. So let's try to have this all these things in the same color. So here also I'll completely select and let's try to have the borders. So all line borders, and here we have filled this with the lighter green color, right? So here we have not filled with any color. So I can just try to select this and then maybe like use a custom color, whatever color is filled over here, the same color. I'll just try to fill at the income overview as well. So here you can see now at the top we have the our income table and our spendings overview. We are able to have these both tables over here. So next is that we have the complete key pointers over here. Right. So below this one, you can see we have the like the 4 important tables that say savings, debt, bills, and expense tables we are having over here. So next is we have the daily spendings, what it is going to be, and the complete budget category we are having over here. So I can completely select this daily spendings. I'll just try to cut this one and then we can just try to have this at the top. Okay, so here we are having the daily spendings. So if you wish to like have the daily spendings like here somewhere at the front, that like that also you can just try to change these tables. Like we can have the savings at the last, like bills at the first. If you want to do those changes, that also is possible. You can try to completely change it. So you can just try to bring those tables over here and then you can try to keep these tables over there. And then the budget category also, we can just try to completely select this. And I'll just try to little bit move this top. So here we have, so I don't want my table to be very big. So here you can see so much of formatting is done. A rest till here at the end, you can see so big it is done. So let's say I don't want this one. I'll completely select this and then here I'll say clear formatting. So all the formatting will be completely removed over here. So next is that we have the total, and then even for this total, you can see the tables are very big. Okay, so like so many columns, like rows are given in between. So let's say that I don't want so many rows. So I'll just try to completely select this. I'll just cut this one. So maybe in case if you're going to cut and paste this one, sometimes there can be a reference error. So see, you're getting some reference error over here. So instead of reference error, since this is going to be a simple formula, so let me just try to have the total over here. So I'll just try to have this. So here, let me try to like have the complete formulas written. So I'll say is equal to, so sum of all the planned values, right? So I can just try to completely select this. And then here we'll have the sum of all the planned values. So here I'll say is equal to sum of all the actual values. So I'll just try to completely select this over here and then we can just try to also highlight this in the green color. So and let's try to make the text color to white color. So like this you can even change the complete formatting. So if you don't want the below thing completely over here, so whatever is there, you can just try to completely select this and then remove the formatting over here. So if it is not required. So let me just try to completely select this, all this below over here. So let's say I don't want this one. So I'll completely select this, and then I'll just try to delete this over here. And then also the formatting is also not required, right? So I'll just try to completely clear the formatting over here. So now you can see at the top over here, we'll not get any values. So since all these pending values, whatever we are giving over here, that is linked over here, right? So that's why we are not getting any value. So now I need to link this value. So previously it was D75, now we have changed it. So the referencing completely would have got. So that is why we are not we're not getting any value over here. So what I will do is I'll just select this going to be is equal to, so this total value we'll have it. Okay. So next is the actual value is nothing but this is going to be equal to, so this actual value, and the difference is nothing but it's going to be equal to, so this particular value we'll have it. So similarly like this, we'll have it. So I'll just try to completely copy this, and then I'll just try to paste it over here. So here you can see the formula is automatically adjusted. So when I just try to paste it, so the formula is automatically adjusted. So here also I'll paste it, and here also I'll paste it. Okay, so you can just try to like increase the width of these columns a little bit. So you can see completely we'll get it over here. So only here I think there's a problem. So this one I'll just try to cut and paste it over here. So here we'll have is equal to sum of all the actual values completely. And this is nothing but it is going to be all the difference value. So we can just highlight and also change the color of the text to white. Okay, so here we have the complete details over here for all this one. So now I need to go and check this, change the values over here. So I'll say is equal to, and then for debt, so there's going to be the value. I'll select this, and then similarly I can just try to flash fill this over here. So next is I have the bills. So I'll say is equal to, bills is nothing but, so here I have the planned value. Next the actual value, I have it over here. And the difference is nothing but the next cell. So I can just try to drag this one over here. So next is my expenses. So I'll say is equal to, so this is going to be the expenses. So here I can just try to completely drag. So here we'll get the value. So now we are also getting the graph for that one completely over here. So like this, I have completely changed the dashboard into a small dashboard instead of long tables. We have completely like selected and then changed this to a complete small dashboard. So now next is that, let's say that I want to change this particular graph. In the process of changing the layout, we can also try to change the graphs. So there are multiple graphs which are available. So I'll just try to double click this one. So here you can see that this is nothing but it's actually a bar chart is given over here. So let's say that I want to like have a column chart, or if I want to have, let's say, a column chart, like a combo of column and line chart, if I want to have, I can try to have it, or just only a column chart. So like this, multiple charts are available. Even stacked column chart is also available. So let's say I want to have a column chart over here. So I'll just try to completely decrease the size of this. So we can have like this, and then I will have the values over here. So here is my planned versus actual. So I can just try to go and have this as planned versus actual for my spendings. Okay. So planned versus actual spendings. I am having the complete graph over here. So there was a bar graph previously. So now I have just tried to change that particular graph into a column graph over here. So column chart, I have completely like changed that over here. Next is we have the balance trend, the income versus actual versus income, and then the budget category we have. So these graphs you can see it is like a donut chart, and this one is like a pie chart is given over here. So if you want to try to go and change these charts, so you can just try to have this a donut chart is given. So if you want to have this as a pie chart, you can just try to go and change this as a pie chart and then keep it. So let me try to have these two things as a pie chart itself. So I'll just try to move this one over here. So here, let me try to have the first pie chart. So we'll increase size. We'll have it like this. So and then next pie chart also, we can just try to have it over here. Next is we'll have the balance trend chart over here. So this balance trend chart, you can see it is like this, kind of like an area chart which is given. So if you go to setup, you can see area chart is given. So if you want to have some different charts here, there are different charts which are suggested. which are given. So like this, if you want to have area chart, you can have it like stacked or just area chart. So like this we are getting. So if you want to like go and change the chart type to any other chart type, okay. So that also you will be able to do it over here. So if you want to have this as a line chart, so you can see only like a line chart we'll get. So this is the complete balance trend, we'll get it. So in the particular line chart, if you want to like mark the points, so then that is also possible, okay. So we can just try to go and like have the chart. So like plot the values. So here you can see like the smooth trend I have done. So if I want to have the point size, you can go to the chart and axis title. So here you can have the points. So if I want to like mark the points, I can do it. So let's say I'm just trying to go and mark the points like 10, like 7 packs, we'll have it. And then whether it should be circle, triangle, star, let's say if it should be like star. So I have actually marked these points like this. So that is also, you can just try to like have this one over here. So also grid lines, if you want the grid lines or not, you can just try to select this one. Okay. So these grid lines also you can just try to have it. So here also I'll just try to increase the size, and then let's try to place the chart over here. Okay. So now you can see that I have actually completely changed the entire layout of this particular spreadsheet. So for the monthly budget, so previously it was completely different, and now when I try to look at this particular sheet, it is completely different. So I have completely changed the entire spreadsheet over here. So first what we have done is we have actually changed the color theme for the entire thing. Then what we have done is we have tried to change, like move the tables, different tables over here, and then the long tables we have reduced it, and then the graphs we have also changed the graphs over here, and then we have moved the graphs, and then like different type of graphs we have created, and then we have kept it like this. So this is how you can actually try to change the complete color theme and the entire layout of the spreadsheet totally. So I hope you would have understood how to like change the complete spreadsheet, complete layout and the color theme of the spreadsheet in Google Sheet. So thank you for watching this tutorial. I see you in another Excel or Google Sheet tutorial.